Oh. That was real dumb. Windows just buried. Windows muted it and it was buried under menu after menu after menu. Thanks, Windows. Did not ask for that. That was real dumb. Well, thank you for sitting there with me while I figured it out. Yeah, it was definitely the cats that... You know, Doom Train was sitting here next to me until it was time to get started. Try going Mac. Can't afford a Mac. Anyway, can't rightly remember what it was I was supposed to be doing. I was looking for something in Mysidia. Is that even where I'm at right now? I don't totally know where I am right this second. Oh, right, this was Finn. We just finished, like, rescuing the city of Finn, and we're trying to go to Mysidia now. Right? Yeah? Okay. I don't remember where my boat is at the moment. Which is kind of a problem. I don't remember where it is. It was a week ago. I don't remember things that happened a week ago. Quiet little town. I don't know if I actually talked to anybody in this town. Castle Finn is ours again, thanks to you. Good. I mean, I'll talk to some of the people in the town, because we didn't do that the last time. Oh, I did find, however. This place I can't use. I know. I gotta go run around and find this boat. I wish I could just call it to me, and I can't. I don't think I need, like, any of the items that are in this store. In any of these stores, probably. Are there any other NPCs to talk to in this town aside from this old guy? Well, no worries, Kaido. Mostly doing okay. Got some work I gotta get done this week. Working on some personal projects, too. Would like to be making some more videos again. I've kind of run into more spare time than is particularly good, actually. So I better do something about that. Actually, since I'm here, I guess I will stay at the inn. Yeah, Godzilla -0. Are we calling it just -0? Or are we calling it -0.0? I don't really know. There's my cat. There she is, under my feet. Because the numbers are definitely a -0.0, but I don't think that's what we're actually saying out loud. Let me bring up my world map, and maybe I can figure out if Finn is here, where would I have parked my boat? It's gotta be to the south. I had to have parked to the south. Right? I had to have put it somewhere along the water over here. I had to have put it along this coast. I mean, thankfully these enemies are not strong, so I can kind of mess around for a little bit and figure out where the hell my boat is. It's just a shame that the encounter rate is so high. If there is a way to bring up the world map, I'm not sure what it is, because, like, in previous Final Fantasies, it was select start. In, like, the one previous Final Fantasy, and that is not how you bring up the world map. I actually genuinely don't know how to do it. Oh, there we go. It was, select B. That's what it is. I'm the blinky dot. I'm the little bitty blinky dot, right? Oh god, it's this thing. No, I don't have a fucking clue where my boat is. There's no blinky dot, like, on the water. I don't know where boat is. Nah. I don't know. Oh, there it is! I found my boat. Okay. I'm trying to get to Mysidia. Mysidia Tower is pretty close right now, but I'm trying to get to... Hi, Doom Train. Here, you wanna see everybody? Look. Look, Doom Train. Look. Hi. Wanna help me play this game? Okay, so I'm gonna go around. No, not onto the land yet. There's the tower. Mysidian Tower. We're not ready for that. I think what I want to do... Do I want to get off here and go down south? I'm gonna try that. Be a little bit of a walk, but... What a good girl. Yeah, good girl, Doom Train. Yeah, Godzuki was from that cartoon. It's exciting though. It's cool to hear that they're doing another one. I don't know what they could possibly do next. I don't know if they're still gonna try and make it some kind of a historical piece or what. I mean, we've got basically zero information aside from, yep, it's the same guy. Same director, same special effects. Right, Doom Train? You don't know. You don't know anything about Godzilla. You don't know. She's so happy. Shattered Dimensions right now. Still need to play Spider-Man 2. I streamed Spider-Man 1 back when it first came out. Didn't get around to finishing Miles Morales or Spider-Man 2. But man, first Spider-Man was such a good game. Alright, cool. This is Mysidia, Kingdom of Mages. It's time to break the tower seal! The Black Mask is kept on a small island. Stop it. To break the tower seal, find the two masks and go to the cave on this land. You'll find a crystal rod. So, it was... Oh my god, Doom Train. Tearing across the apartment. It was optional to go to this tropical isle before. But now we have to. Now we have to go get this mask off this tropical island. But we're gonna look around here first. Eons ago, Pandemonium, the palace from hell, emerged unto our land. The mages conjured a mighty spell and banished it. Oh my god, Doom Train! The mages feared the great power of the spell, so they sealed it within a tower. Give the white mask to the goddess underground. If thou art pure of heart, the doppelganger will cease to move. Fit the black mask upon him, then he and his defiled heart shall fade. The mages knew they were too powerful, so they founded Mysidia to remain secluded. Deist was the home of the Wyverns. Han, the first Dragoon, spent 30 years alongside them. The Wyvern was trained to fly with Dragoons. Though smaller than Dragoons, a Wyvern can carry up to 5 people. It's impressive. It's interesting what this bookshelf does and does not know. Long ago, a king asked for an indestructible lock and key. 3 were made. The first 2 were broken in 2 days. The third key remained unbroken, so the king hid the key in a snowy cavern. That key was the goddess bell. Long ago, a star fell to what became Kashwan. A man took flame from the star and built an altar for it. And that is the Sunfire. Technological advances produced the airship. Technology could one day replace magic. Strong and easy to forge, responsive to magic. This is, of course, about Mithril. And the bookshelf doesn't know anything about Wild Rose. Nothing to learn from books! These nuts. You're going to Texas next week to see the Alamo. Oh, you're going to San Antonio. Heck yeah. It used to be, so we went to San Antonio, we went back, because Josh was born and raised in San Antonio, and I lived in and around the San Antonio area for most of my life. The Alamo used to have a road that went right past it, right in front of it. Now that road is paved over and it's nothing but walkable pavilion, and that had been done since we left Texas and we moved to Los Angeles. But when we went back, we were like, oh my god, there was a road here before. There's not a road here now. You just walk around in front of the Alamo now. Alright, let me get out of this place. Anywhere to park? Okay. Dude, you're not ready for this. Like, we paid an exorbitant amount of money to park in that downtown San Antonio area, and it's gotten really fucking bad. Like, worse, I'm not even joking. It was worse than the cost of downtown parking in Los Angeles. It was really bad. And I don't know if that was because it was an event day, but every single downtown parking, because we went to a convention on the Riverwalk anime, and the parking garages were like $50 for a couple of hours. It was bad. It was so bad. It is rough in any city, but I have never, I'm not joking, I have never paid more for parking in a downtown area than I did that day for Riverwalk anime. The wizard named Minwu went to the tower. Oh no, Minwu, we gotta go get him. Statue of a goddess beneath the city watches over the crystal rods. 3 artifacts protect the seal on the tower. Oh, okay. I don't think I need to... Actually, I better check what my items are right now. I still have a few ethers. The ethers were really what was saving my ass, honestly. We've only got 2 free spots. Hydrate? Somebody asked me to hydrate like 3 minutes ago. Hold on. I also forgot to pipe back in Sonic Yoda and Jirai plays, or excuse me, Jiral. I'm sorry, I mixed up an L for an I. Jiral plays. Thank you so much for those follows. I'm sorry to have that delayed, like I forgot during my whole, I'm trying to get my microphone to work nonsense. I think I'm good on items, but we do need to go get, like, this white mask, right? So I better not buy any more items for a while, but I will stay at the inn one more time, I guess. Please read the many ancient books here. Oh, I did. I did. They were wonderful. They were great. Yeah, I do recall for a long time the cops were really cracking down on who could and couldn't take photos in front of the Alamo. It was real strange. I don't know. So I believe now I just need to go to the Tropical Isle. But I'm taking a look at this guide and I'm just kind of making sure that there's nothing else here that I really need. Blah blah blah, armor, blah blah. Blah blah blah, weapons, blah blah blah. The crystal rod, Mycenian Tyrant, find even more information. Keywords, checking the right side of the bookshelf. We did all that. We just stumbled upon that. But basically, no, we need to go to the tropical island now. So let me go back to my boat. I'm not gonna make it to that island without my boat. Those bombs were very ineffective. I've never been to Baltimore, though. I've got friends who say, oh, we gotta get you up to Baltimore now. Gotta get you to, like, there's some really well-known conventions in that particular area that, of course, I would really like to get to. Okay, cool. What side of the mountain am I on right now? Yeah, I do need to cross back through this water. Boat's right there. There we go. So now, we're in the water. We gotta go around this. Back through this little canal. Ah. Right now, my characters are relatively strong. I'm not super worried about too much. Probably famous last words, though. Gingerbread flavored Doritos. I mean, that's gotta be Christmas related. But, holy crap. No. Sounds gross. Get out of here, killer fish. Cool, no more sea snake. And killer fish is gone. A lot of buccaneers. They're not difficult, they're just annoying. I wanna be Magikarp for sure. Cool. Still going. No! Go south in water. Oreo's having Thanksgiving flavored Oreo cookies. Oh, they're 3 different flavors. Turkey, cranberry, and creamed corn. Oreo, you need to stop. Stop this madness. I don't think Oreos need to be flavored anything other than Oreo, frankly. Only conceit I might give would be chocolate cream filling, and then you've just got an entire chocolate cookie. I know, it's far too late. There's no stopping them. Oreo cannot be stopped. The madness is never gonna end. Peanut butter's not so bad, I guess. There's gotta be limits. We have to have limits as a society. I don't know how I'm ever gonna find this little island. I might have already boated too far. I don't know. If I hit a whole ass continent, you know I've gone too far. Yep, there it is. Okay, let's go back up. I don't know if I'm too far east or too far west to see this tropical island. I don't know where it is. I'll tell you what would help, okay? I gotta find this patch of this. Like the edge of this. If I go south from here, I should be able to see the island in a little bitty bit. Haha! There we go, there we go, there we go. Okay, cool. I found it. Let's go ahead and save. I'll even save yet another time, because guess what? tropical island time. I need maps and walkthroughs for tropical island. How far back was... Okay, found my guide for tropical island. And then... I need a map for it. Final Fantasy II Tropical Island map. I'll never make it through here without this. Tropical Island. Great, we're good. Let's get on in here. So we've started up north, and we probably are not gonna need to pick up a bunch of these items that are littered across these maps, honestly. If I have to be really honest, we don't have the space for them. We just don't. So... pretty much just gonna be aiming for the exits. Yeah, there's pretty much nothing I want in here. There's some high potion, ether, silk web, some magic scrolls. Yeah, I kind of just want to get out of here with the black mask, if I'm to be honest with you. I don't have space, because I need all the ether in order to have enough magic to be able to get my ass through here safely. Good thing I got the preemptive strike. It's very fortuitous. Oh yeah, I can't. Even games that I've played a million times, I can't recall things from memory about how to navigate places because I have just garbage spatial reasoning in the first place. I'm not gonna remember my navigation for anything, real life or video games, unless I have done it so many times that it is second nature. That's the only way that works for me. Like being able to go back to Texas and remember my drive from, my home to my high school, which you wouldn't think would be difficult because I would assume most people, don't have a 45-minute drive to high school from their house. But I did, so... But still being able to go back and being like, no, I remember every single thing. It's because I had to do it every single day for a really extended period of time. But I only did this once, like, well over 20 years ago. And I don't remember hardly shit about it afterwards. There's no way. I'm never gonna remember. This art is so good. Oh, it's so good. Lawyers are shockingly good at remembering legal precedent, but yeah, I do have my doubts that a lawyer can just have total perfect recall of everything that they would definitely need, that they would have in the bag, to get the win on their case. They're good researchers. They'll give you some really fantastic Twitter/Blue Sky threads about here's why that won't work, here's the legal precedent for it. But I guarantee you it's not because, oh, we just remembered the entire thing. I had to go dig it up, I promise you. Okay, so hitting them is not doing enough. Why don't we... I don't know whether fire is good. Let's try some Blizzard, too, while we're at it. And you've got Thunder. Let's do that. Why not? You know what? Didn't work either. That also did not work. We managed to kill one of them in the first swing. Hey, Schwarzenegger has Total Recall. Clearly their HP is not very much. Thunder worked really well on the red ones. There we go, that fire is pretty alright. There we go. I don't know why that was so difficult. It's not like they were hard enemies. They weren't, like, kicking my ass or anything, but geez, they just wouldn't go away. Where do I want to get to ultimately? There's a lot of insane navigation. I guess I really gotta be careful, because there's kind of two separate paths that I'm going to run into on this floor. And I'm just trying to get my brain to figure out, where do I really want to go? I could take the first path, which would eventually get me to talk to some NPCs, which I guess would be fun, but I also don't want to waste my time, waste my resources, you know. G to H, H to I to J, J to... Where does J go? All these exits are labeled by letter on this map. J to K, K to L, L to M, and then M is the boss. Oh boy, okay, this is a lot of navigation. I'm gonna try and actually go straight to letter E. I'm ignoring, some extra shit that I could be doing. Going and talking to some NPCs, but I think that's fine. I don't want to waste time, and I don't want to waste resources. Man, one of you just had to not die, huh? That means I can't reach the other mice in the back. In case anybody was curious from last week, somebody asked while I was streaming Final Fantasy II, like back on last Monday or something, like, oh, are you gonna have the VODs, the VODs up, available? And, I mean, usually the VODs are available immediately afterward right here on Twitch, right? But they do have a time limit. They do, in fact, have a time limit. So, since somebody was asking, like, oh, please preserve them, I said, okay, I'll preserve them. So I created a YouTube channel just for the preservation of the VODs. I think it's just MarsGirlVODs, youtube.com/MarsGirlVODs. I literally just made it within this last week. I'm not doing a whole bunch of advertising of it, but I am just dumping them there. Not doing much of anything special with them. So they're there. From this point on, as soon as I'm done with the stream, I'm gonna try and just immediately send the VODs over to that channel. How do I get over to... Oh, this is a very long, convoluted route. Okay. Well, thank you for being here, certainly. I'm hoping we won't have too much more time in Final Fantasy II. We are more than half of the way through the narrative. Thankfully, this dungeon does not seem to be that difficult yet, knock on wood. Hopefully we'll kind of blow through the latter half of this game, and then I would like to get us to, the spin-offs. We're gonna hit our first spin-off after this. It's very exciting. Brain having a hard time with these colors. Okay, I think I go like that, and then I'm gonna have to go up around that corner. Take it easy, Rodolphus. Thanks for swinging by, as always. The second best game in the series. What do you think is the first best game in the series, Caspian? The best. The original. Okay, so is every game just progressively less good as time goes on? 1 is the first best. 2 is the second best, 3 is the third best, 4 is the fourth best. The law of diminishing returns! Oh no! Okay. We're on another level. Gotta... get up and around in a really stupid, convoluted way again. Alright, I'm not gonna bother with magic on these guys. I either hit them or I don't. It just seems kind of random. So, we're just gonna keep swinging and hopefully... There we go, we actually hit one of them, although it didn't kill him. Eventually I'll hit. They don't seem to do a very good job of hitting me. I'm just not gonna worry about it. When I hit, I hit. It'll take a while, but fine. Six is an extraordinarily good game. That's gotta be my second favorite Final Fantasy. For a long time, I really kinda flip-flopped back and forth. I was a little wishy-washy about, is it 9 or is it 6? And I kind of landed on 9, like I just think it's the most well-rounded, most Final Fantasy. Just a phenomenal game, all the way around. And 6 is very, very close to that. It comes very close. I don't totally remember setting up my stream elements to say anything about playing games from my grab tap page. Help supports this. I genuinely don't remember making my bot say that, but I don't know how that works. I might have to go to Stream Elements and be like, hey, can I turn this off? I don't even know. I don't know what that is. It is less sci-fi, for sure, than 7 or 8. It's not to say that there's no sci-fi in it, which, to be fair, is true even of Final Fantasy 1, because there's definitely sci-fi in Final Fantasy 1, because you go up into space, or at least, like, upper outer orbit, you know, which, if you ask me, that's space. A scientist might disagree, though, but I'm not a scientist, so... there's robots! There's mech in Final Fantasy 1, okay? So yeah, it's like a really straight, high fantasy for like 90% of the game, and then, by the way, you get lifted up into and you can fight the war mech. I'm only not a Metroid person because I am shit at platformers. I am very disastrously bad at platformers. There's only one platformer I've ever been good at, and that's Aladdin for the Super Nintendo. Disastrously bad at platformers. Like, to the point where I'm just miserable, because I know it's just me. I know it's my own brain, I just don't have platformer brain. Exactly, that's what I mean, Super Neku. Like, 9 also has some sci-fi. Like, there's a guy from space / a different universe, and he's like, I'm gonna merge my planet with another planet in order to save the lives of the people on my planet. Oh, is it gonna kill everybody on your planet? Fuck you! Yeah, shit be crazy in 9. There's sci-fi elements in 9. There's sci-fi elements in almost every Final Fantasy. So, hey, Frame! Man, that took entirely too long just to hit some enemies enough that they die. Get these guys out of here. What do you mean he didn't die? I get it. Layla's the temporary character. She doesn't have a really strong hit. But fine. I think I'm going the right way. Should be, yeah, there's an exit right here. Let me get to it. Phew, it let me. How do I get up and over there? Boy, this is a super difficult to navigate map because everything is some shade of green. I can't tell what's a wall, what's above me, what's below me. Just really confusing design. Thanks for just swinging by, NSM. Whether you interact or not, that's fine. It's all good. We're all good here. Thank you just for being around. It's very disorienting. I think later versions are not nearly this disorienting. Got an antidote. Like, I'll hold on to it, but eventually I'm gonna probably have to get rid. Why does it keep swapping? No, just let me select the spot. Thank you. Fuck. This way. There's only one of this guy. 3 is not... I like 3 well enough. But it's not super well known compared to the other games. But 2, yes, unfortunately, has a less than stellar reception. What was Death Idol? What did Death Idol do? I'm never gonna know. Death Idol. Idol? Shoot. What did this do? It's number 15 on this list. This thing calls it Thanatos. This, everybody's named it something different because this game's been translated like 3 different ways. What does Thanatos do? Death Idol or Thanatos. What do you do? A talisman with the same effect as Fear. It casts Fear X. I'm gonna have to drop something eventually. This inventory is full. Yeah, Final Fantasy II was not super well liked. The battle mechanics, I think, were a little rough for most people. Not so much the battle mechanics, but like the leveling mechanics. Because you're leveling stats rather than gaining numeric levels that are associated with, oh, when you hit level 5, then your agility and your attack power, your strength increases, or shit like that, you know? No, you gotta actually perform actions in order to increase those stats, and a lot of people are not super into that, so... And that'll carry over a little bit, I believe, into the Saga games, because it has the same director as the Saga games. So when we get to the Final Fantasy, the names of the spin-offs, Final Fantasy Game Boy games, not Adventure, Legend, Final Fantasy Legend. We can get to the Final Fantasy Legend, there's going to be a lot of similarity there. Not everybody's into it, but I think a lot of people, as the Saga games have been getting re-released and remastered and stuff, have kind of come around to the Saga games. So I would be willing to bet that as we reintroduce people to the Saga games, people become more forgiving of Final Fantasy II. I don't think it's ever gonna reach, like, wow, it's just as good as Final Fantasy VI or something crazy like that, you know, but, yeah, there's complaints about not being well, you could name them. I think, did I not? Yeah, I named them these characters. Mind you, they're supposed to be these names, like, canonically, but I specifically went for the canonical namings of these characters. The first game that you really couldn't name most of your characters was Final Fantasy VIII. You could only rename Squall and Renoa. And then Final Fantasy X, the only character you could rename was Tidus. And, boy, is that a strange situation, because nobody says this guy's name out loud, because who knows? You might have renamed him. So no one will ever say, they're just always like, hey you, it's funny. It's funny. I don't know if that's a decision they should have made or not, but it's funny. And then after that, forget it. Renaming characters, forget it. I mean, 11, sure, that's an MMO. You're gonna name yourself. 14, sure, it's an MMO. You're gonna name yourself. Yeah, even in 10 too, because, like, even though you don't play as him, right, they had to remember, oh shit, they might have renamed their character when they played 10, and this is a continuation, and we're just gonna say, everybody knows who you're talking about when you're talking about this guy. Oh, we're talking about the third game, Serpent Knight. Oh, yeah, that, you might be correct there, actually. Oh, no, but I'm playing 2 right now, and so therefore I thought that was what the discussion was about. Okay, that's my bad. That's my bad. Keeping up with chat, and a delay between what we're talking about. What was I doing? Oh, I was trying to figure out what this item does, and then we figured it out. So, okay, we're fine. Now I'm trying to figure out how to... I didn't need to come down in here, unfortunately. Now I need to go back to my map. Figure out where the hell I was trying to go. I actually need to go to the opposite side of this damn room. Boy, I can't see shit. 7 is definitely kind of its own thing, and certainly Square Enix would love to have you believe like it's its own entire franchise outside of the greater Final Fantasy. So if you're a Final Fantasy VII person, you're a Final Fantasy VII person. That's fine. 7 itself, I think, is a very good game. It's not my favorite game, but I think it is a very good game. I'm gonna get rid of Death Idol. Forget that. I don't need that. But I don't think 7 was, like, necessarily good enough to warrant all the other Final Fantasy games that came afterwards. I don't know if it's good enough for that. I guess somebody thought it was, though. It certainly makes them enough money. 4 I remember often seeing on shelves at, like, Blockbuster Video, right? I remember seeing it available for rent, but I kinda didn't fuck with it. I did get around to 6, which was 3 at the time, and I kinda didn't understand it, and I played some Super Mario RPG, and at the time, like, I also didn't totally understand it, because I was not yet kinda in the RPG atmosphere, environment, right? Ecosystem. I didn't understand, well, why am I Mario, but I'm not doing, like, fucking platforming? It doesn't make any sense. Never mind the fact that I was never good at platforming Mario to begin with, but I was very confused. I didn't get it at the time. It took me a few more years before I went back to it, and I was like, oh, this is what this is about. Final Fantasy snowboarding blasphemy. Ugh. Damn it, was this not the correct direction either? I can't walk in this water, can I? Oh, I can! Okay. Oh, if that's the case, then I'm almost at boss area, I think. If I can get over there. I don't really need these things. I'm gonna exit. Alright, it's boss time. It's Bighorn, Guardian of the Black Mask! Oh boy. Hope we're good for this. Good, I've got a preemptive strike, that's positive. The snowboarding, that might have been a Japanese mobile game, but like, it was pretty much just the same mini game that's in Final Fantasy VII. So it was kind of pointless. Even the motorcycle mini game they would make years later, I think was more relevant, more interesting than the little snowboarding mini game. That was not a tough boss at all. There's our Black Mask. Thank God. And then what else is behind it? There's some other... Oh, this is just how you get out of here. Alright, great. Whew, okay. That was some good news. Let's save right now. That went very well. Thankfully. Hey there, Katie! Got that sticker off in the mail the other day. Okay, so now that I've finished Tropical Island, let's move forward. We gotta go to the Mysidian Cave. Now that we've got both the white mask and the black mask. So let me take a look at my world map to get me as close to getting back there as possible. Cave of Mysidia. Let's go north. Ugh, it didn't even let me get one frame. Get rid of the sea snakes. I hope doing all the stuff on the tropical island hasn't made me like, yeah, that's right, I'm invincible! And then we get up here to the Mysidian Cave. Cave of Mysidia. And it just kicks my ass. Alright. Let's go a little bit that way, and then go a little bit north. Kind of zigzag it up a little bit. There we go. I would say right about here is probably a good parking spot. We gotta remember the coast that we've left our boat on. Oh, this is a cockatrice? Kind of looks like a green hand coming up out of the ground going, ah. But no, that's a bird. And those are wings and some tail feathers. The big yellow beak up here and little yellow claws there. Like getting attacked by a parrot. Still kind of looks like a claw. Like somebody's hand. Do you just want to hear me say the word cock again? It's a cockatrice. This is a recurring monster, in a lot of fantasy, but especially Final Fantasy. Oh boy, we got more of the jellies. Moose and flan. Yeah, they often petrify. Yeah. You either want to hear me say cock or poop. It's one of those. I'm in my 30s. To undo this poison. It's not super good. Both equally satisfying. Maybe I should expend some magic on these guys. I don't know. I finally landed a hit. It didn't seem to do much anything. I'll try and throw out some magic, but, I don't have a lot of faith here. No, go back. Sure, we're gonna try fire. No, not teleport. What the fuck would teleport even do here? No, no, no. What is happening? Thunder. Use thunder. No, not flee. Oh my god. Do blizzard. And then you also do thunder. Let's see what happens. I knew it was only gonna do 1 damage to these guys. There's no point. I may as well just swing my weapon until finally it hits something. Went to a Mass Effect meet and greet. Oh, that's cool. Mass Effect is a good franchise. I didn't expect to like Mass Effect as much as I did when I first sat down with it. And then I was like, oh, I would die for these characters. Most of them. Some of them. Not all of them. I really regret my first playthrough of Mass Effect. I played as Fem Shepard. And then, I let my Fem Shepard get into a relationship with Kaidan. And I was like, I'm gonna keep her loyal to Kaidan across all these games. And, like, turns out, you know, Kaidan's an asshole in Mass Effect 2. And I'm like, no, I'm gonna see this through. I'm gonna see it out to the end, okay? We're gonna get to Mass Effect 3. And then it just turned out that Kaidan was just the most boring motherfucker. And, like, he wasn't even sure he wanted the relationship. I just have huge regrets. Really affected my interaction with that story. I was like, nah, I'm loyal to this. What a mistake. Mass Effect 1 is, it can be a little bit rough. It can be. It's very dialogue heavy, just an extremely dialogue heavy kind of a game. But I mean, some people be really into that shit, you know? Just super into, give me all of the lore! So much lore! You can control quite a lot of dialogue. You're gonna be sitting there listening to people talk at you a really, really long time. And then you do some runny gun shooties. It's real dry in that manner, but it's not bad. 2, I think, is where a lot of people kind of hopped on, like, no, this is actually pretty good. And these guys are not hitting shit. What do you want me to do, game? If magic only hits for like 1, and I swing and completely don't hit anybody, I've got to cure Layla. I'm really gonna end up needing to use those ethers, I guess. The vehicle stuff is real difficult for some reason in Mass Effect 1. Scanning planets, there's a lot of scanning planets for resources and shit. Why is it like this? I don't know, I wanted you to cast fire on everybody. Oh my god, why won't they just... I can't hit them, and magic barely does anything to them either. This is real dumb. Wow, I hit one. Why couldn't we just do that sooner? Just hit somebody. Somebody hit somebody. Oh my god. Oh my god, and that hit didn't even kill him. Oh my god. So they've got enough HP that clearly, it would be a really bad idea to try and keep casting magic on them because the magic's not enough. Magic's only doing between 1 to 3 damage apiece. Can we please hit this last one and get out of this fight? Please? Let me out of here. Oh my god. Jesus, what the hell happened there? How much antidote do I have left? I've got 2 antidotes left. And there are enough for the 2 people who are poisoned. Like, maybe I need to go back to town at this rate and, like... I was gonna go around this mountain range and go into the cave of Mysidia, and now I'm thinking... Now hold on, maybe I don't want to do that. I don't know. I don't know. I might have to go back to Mysidia and stay at the inn. That was real dumb. If I see that particular grouping of enemies again, like, they wouldn't be difficult if not for the fact that I was swinging and swinging and swinging and it wasn't doing anything. Alright, that'll do. Oh my god, I barely walked 2 steps. Oh my god. This is not good. I gotta go. Yeah. Pack away into the bushes. My god, there's so many of them. Go away! I gotta get out of these trees. Shoot. Sure, give me Marlboros instead, I guess. Doing a bunch of PC upgrades, I get that. I upgraded my computer within the last year or so. Definitely needed it going into these times. My last PC was on its last legs. It was just real close to everything just shitting the bed and dying. And, do what you gotta do. It sucks that prices are what they are right now. That tariffs are what they are. If you're in America, of course. Tariffs just be bad, man. Real bad. Alright, take it easy, Serpent Knight. Yeah, import fees on Ryder toys. Kinda killer, you know? Sort of kills any enthusiasm to buy Japanese toys. Yeah, sometimes you take that hit knowing your wallet is gonna be affected just to get it in before it's possible that it could be even worse and you might never end up being able to do it. So, I get it. Come on, let's kill these last two. Bleh. Come on, let me into town. Phew. Okay, let's go stay at the inn real fast. Then we'll save, and then we'll go ahead and get into the cave. Let me out of here, buddy. Oh, I can't get past the trees. Damn, I'm trapped. There we go. Okay, let's save one more time. I'll also save state for the extra security. Alright. Loop ourselves back around. And get to that cave. Oh, birds. Birds aren't so bad. Ah, shit. See, did exactly what we were talking about a second ago, right? Cast stone on me. And she's still stoned, too. So, what do we need? Not a maiden's kiss. Soft, right? Now I gotta go back to town. Again. Gotta go fix this. We were doing real well, too. Is Josh still looking for a new computer? I mean, maybe. He doesn't really want to, but frankly, his computer is not... Like, it's kind of behind the times. He barely is able to get Helldivers to function properly. And that's kind of his game of choice right now, is Helldivers. We really can't be affording to get new parts for a PC or an entirely new PC. Excuse me. There's a gold needle in this game that'll fix this. I think it is. Yep, that did it. Guess I'll go back to the inn again. Top off my health. That's only 2G. That's fine.
I'm gonna bleach your ass!
Gold, 2 gil. Who we got here? Hey, Nervous Nick, how are you doing? How have you been? Hope you've been doing well. Okay, I'm gonna try this again. I'll save again, just to be safe. And, let's go around the mountains again, and hopefully nothing kicks my ass. See, once again, these guys won't die. I have to run, honestly. I also have to put Layla back in the front row. What button does this? No worries. You have a good one. Thanks for swinging by even for just a second. I appreciate that. Okay, these are the guys that caused my struggle in the last fight. Get them out of here before they cast stone on me. They might do it. They might do it. Phew, got out of that one. That fortunately is made up for the 2,500 gil that I just spent on the gold needle to get myself unstoned. Get out of here, bombs! No, not like that. Yeah, share that. I appreciate that. I'll come and check it out after the stream's done. Cat that looks like Martin Scorsese. It's weird when you get those cats that kind of remind you of a person. Remember Adam Driver cat? Remember that cat? I remember Adam Driver cat. Hope that cat is doing well. I love that cat. One of my faves. Gotta get out of this forest. I hate these guys. Ah, they ambushed me though. Oh, that's not a big deal. Run away. Thank God. Okay, we gotta get around these mountains. Okay, okay, I think we can deal with brains. I think. So far, so good. Good, good. Yeah, fuck them brains. Okay. And right over here, there's our cave. Finally. Okay, let's save right here. Save. I'll put it into slot 2 this time. For my own sake over here. In the save state, save in slot 2 as well. So now that we're here, I also want to make sure that I pull up guides and shit just for the cave. Map specifically. Mysidian Cave. Alright. I'm also gonna check ahead of time to see if there's actually any items in here that I'm gonna need other than the thing I'm going down here for, which is what, the crystal rod. I probably am not going to grab anything else, because I don't have space for anything else in my inventory. So yeah, I'm just gonna follow the route as best as I can, just to get straight to the end to get to the rod. Rod is item number 20 in room K, the way that this map is labeled anyway. So I want to start blah 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 blah. I'm already kind of pre-planning my route right now, basically. Uh-huh. 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 Kind of a confusing route. They've done this on purpose. Oh no, I don't want to go to room H. I want to go to room I. Okay, I've looked through this whole map. I think I figured out my route. I'm going in. Alright, we're getting to the bottom of this floor first. But of course, we're gonna get into a fight. Very first thing straight off the bat. We took literally one step. I don't want to fight these guys if I can avoid it. They're just an enemy that won't go away. They refuse to get hit. How do I get down here? I kind of got to go straight down. We can deal with these guys, mostly, just fine. Oh, good. They know that I'm too strong, and they're gonna try and run. Good, good, good. Phew. Alright, let's go down, and down again, and we're gonna hang a left. Oh, hey! Somebody down here. Don't worry, buddy, I'll get to you. Good, good. All good so far. Nice hits, Layla. Starting to come up. Sweet. Nailed it. Guy's strength has gone up. Let's go talk to this guy. What are you doing down here, buddy? You look just like me. Out of our way! Out of our way! That's why you look just like me. You're a doppelganger. Stop it! Quit it! What is it that the game wants of me? Let me take a look in the Mysidian Cave Guide. Blah, blah, blah. Doppelganger. You'll need to head... You need to give the doppelganger the black mask to proceed. Okay, okay, okay. How do I use it on him, then? I'm not trying to... Not trying to get this little animation again. No, it's not that button. How do you, like, show him an item? How do you do that? Because I've got the black mask, do I not? Yeah, it's right there. So what do I do? Do I equip the black mask? I don't think I do. No. Right? No. Yeah, I just tried it. No, how to use black mask on Doppelganger Final Fantasy 2? I don't know. How do you use it? I had to... But now I'm getting a different search result here, saying I need to go back to Mysidia and put the white mask on a statue? Why am I getting conflicting information here? I guess I'll leave. I guess I'll go all the way the fuck back to Mysidia. I do have the white one, but it means that I have to go back to Mysidia to put it on, I guess, a statue. And that'll make the doppelganger immobile? Never mind, this other guide says, oh, put the black mask on the doppelganger. I don't know. You have to do the white mask first and then the black mask, I think. I think that's the order of operations, and I just didn't do the first order of operations. Yeah, man, I don't remember doing this before, but clearly it's here, so... Too far north. There we go. No, that was correct. I should have gone north. It's okay. We're just gonna have a lot of money after all of this is all. From all the running around we're doing. That's all that's gonna happen. It's a strong Marlboro, actually. Not too strong for me. But still, strong. Okay, fine. Go back to town again. I've already been back to town a couple of times. Wish I had realized I needed to go put the white mask on something in town one of those previous times, and then we wouldn't have had this situation happening. But it's fine. We're gonna fix it. It's gonna be okay. Just a little bit of back and forth. It's gonna be alright. Take a look at my bigger walkthrough index just to see kind of where we're at right now. We're pretty deep into the second half of this game at this point, honestly. If I could just get through this damn cave, we'd be pretty golden. And then we'd be pretty close to creeping up on the Emperor, our big bad of this game. You barely see anything of the Emperor. He's kind of just, we've seen him once. We just know that there is an empire and the empire is shit. That's kind of the way this story has gone. Hydrate, thank you, Jawburst. Eventually I might need to go refill my cup. Yeah, I think we might be able to beat this game this week if we're kind of moving at this pace. So long as I don't fuck it up like right around here, not realizing the order of operations that I need to complete certain tasks. Yeah, if they ever did, like, a remake of Final Fantasy II, and I don't mean, like, oh, we've basically remastered it with slightly prettier colors or whatever, I'd be interested in seeing kind of an expansion on just how much we need to hate the Emperor. In that regard, he's little more than about as bad as Garland in Final Fantasy 1. Which, mind you, he's got, like, no backstory. Almost, like, next to almost zero. But the Emperor doesn't have a whole hell of a lot more than that. Although we've at least created this entire mythos of his entire empire is shit. So, I mean, that's something. Come on, I'm so close to town. Let me go. Pretty good, pretty good. Mine blew up on me. Come on, get him! That was not enough. That's okay. Alright, cool, cool, cool. So here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna go back to the inn one more time, okay? Yes, fine. We've got quite a bit of money again. I don't know when I'm gonna need to spend it again, but oh well, we're good. I need to get back down. There, can I get through these guys? Yeah, here we go. Believe the statue is down here. I poked my head around here before, and I didn't do anything. But fine, here. I'm gonna ask the statue some questions. The statue's not gonna know anything. Can I learn anything from the statue? Nope. No, here, we're gonna put the white mask right there. White mask was placed on the statue. Okay, now we gotta go back to the cave. Okay, we're gonna go back to the cave. I just got these two things backwards. Fine. Leave. Save. Again. And I'm gonna come around. God, you can't just let me take 5 steps, huh? You gotta stop me at like 2. It's fine. Everything's fine here now. Thank you. How are you? Okay. 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 Run away from these guys because fighting them is just kind of a pain in the ass. Thankfully, every single time it's let me run away from those guys with zero problems. Watch this be the one time that it gives me a problem. Nope, it let me out. It let me out. I do not want to fight the fucking jellies. I don't want to fight them because nothing hits them. You're lucky I'm willing to get into fights with the cockatrices and risk myself getting stoned. Come on, get these last two. There we go. Got him. Nailed it. The cockapoops. Yeah. There they are again. Hey, Woody! What are you doing, man? It's been a while. I'm mostly back on my regular streaming schedule. Mostly. My Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. You're on break at work? Well, don't let me distract you too much. How's work going for you, man? Alright, we're gonna get back in this cave. Busy. Well, you're about to get into a real busy season, too, so... I know, it's the holidays. You remember, that used to be me, too. I've done the grocery store stuff, I've done the retail. I've done it all. I get it. Alright, I'm going back in this cave. Well, if you manage to get it all together, like, I would be, I'm upset at the way things have been going in Japan, but, I think generally speaking, so long as you're a respectful tourist, I don't think, everybody is saying, don't worry, nobody's gonna try and fuck with you if you're just minding your own business, and you're not trying to cause a problem or anything. Everything everybody's telling me about that still seems to be on the level. So Woody, whenever you've got everything together and you think you're ready, I would always be willing to go back if it was with you, man. So, yeah, I think you're gonna be okay. Yeah, Layla has just been a temporary party member. She's come and gone a couple of times. Fury and Maria and Guy have been pretty permanent, so they've had a chance to... Oh, right, I can't reach these guys in the back right now. They've had a chance to really beef themselves up, and Layla hasn't spent nearly as much time getting herself all beefed up. I guess I could have spent some extra time, I don't know, off stream or something, just the way some people do to try and beef their characters up, just hitting themselves in the face over and over again, in order to get, an increase of, strength and defense and HP. I guess I could have spent some time doing that with her, and I just haven't, so... have her cure herself even right now. I hear Silent Hill F is real good, man. The doppelganger is motionless. The purity of Furian's heart is binding its movement. No, I'm pretty sure it's the mask that we used before, but fine. Here, now we're gonna put the black mask over this guy. The black mask is placed on the doppelganger. Okay, great. And he just... oh! He doesn't know where he is anymore, and he just poofs away. Okay, let me look back at my maps. Where's my map for this cave? I know, I also still have not gotten that Final Fantasy Tactics remaster. 'Cause, God, it looks so good. I was so excited to hear that it was real, you know? That it wasn't just a rumor that had been going on for years and years and years. It was actually real. Imagine that! I really want to hear the voice acting, you know? I mean, I've heard bits and pieces of the voice acting from trailers and stuff. That's the part that I think is most enticing about it, is the voice acting. Like, it is a remaster, like, there are some things about it that, as far as I understand, function a little bit differently from its original PS1 release. I don't really know how it compares to that, like, War of the Lions version that released on PSP a long time ago. Do I know how 8-Bit Mickey is doing these days? I mean, I don't know what his day-to-day life is like, but every so often, you know, we interact with each other and we still kind of have a good time talking to each other. To that extent, my interactions with him have been good. Past that, I mean, I don't know what he's doing. For a while, I was seeing stuff about, Game Heroes having come back and done a bunch of live streams and stuff. I don't know if they have continued. I admittedly am not plugged in to what's going on there. I'll have to go back and check in, actually. Alright, take it easy, Woody. Let's talk again soon. Alright, everything's going well. We're gonna go in this door. And then out here. What floor am I on right now? I am on what is technically kind of the 3rd floor. I need to get over to, I think, doorway F. It's labeled as F in this particular person's map. How do I get there? Okay. Boy, this is a convoluted map, guys. Really convoluted. Imagine doing this without a map. This would be rough. Oh, I can handle the first 4 guys. You know what? The reds and the yellow-orange jellies, they're hard to hit, but they won't really kick my ass. So I think I'm gonna take the risk and I'm gonna get into this fight. I'm gonna take this fight. I wish they would stop casting fire on me, but it's all good. I should have told Woody when he came in here. Woody is the reason why I got the phone that I got. So in the last couple of months, I got a Motorola Razr. I really, really like it. The reason why I got it in the first place, because a buddy here who was in the chat just a second ago, when I saw him back in San Antonio earlier this year, I was like, oh my god, what phone is that? He's like, it's the Motorola Razr. And I was like, do you like it? He's like, yeah, it's real good, it's real cool. And then I went and I looked up a bunch of reviews for it for the most recent model that was coming out. I was like, oh my god, that actually does look like a really fun phone. I was trying to get out of the Samsung ecosystem too, because as it turns out, Samsung be trying to track you all the fucking time, and don't like that. So, unfortunately, Motorola is trying to shove just a shit ton of AI onto this thing. But thankfully, it's easily ignored. I uninstalled as much AI bullshit as I possibly could. There is a button on the side of the phone that's supposed to be a dedicated AI button, but so long as you turn it off, the button does nothing. Which is kind of shit that you can't, like, remap the button, but, you can just elect to ignore all of the AI bullshit, thankfully. Okay, so I'm gonna go around like this. And then stretch, thank you. Oh my god, actually I'm really creaky. Oh man. Where am I right now? I don't remember where I am. How do I get down to... Okay, I see where I have to go. I see. Yeah, way back in the day, I think it was Josh who, for like 2 seconds, had the old-ass Motorola Razr. And I was a little jealous of him. And then for like 2 seconds, I think, he had a BlackBerry. Hello, Jawburst. No Marlboro, no. Ugh. At least the parasite had the good sense to run. Alright, take it easy. Thanks for swinging by for a little while. See, Layla got hit and her HP went up a little bit. I mean, that's the one positive thing about getting hit. So, let's cure her, because she could use that. So far, so good. So long as I can manage to navigate this stupid dungeon. And then I go up here, and then I go... Damn. It's okay, it's just brains. Brains are easy. We just haven't picked what we're gonna stream yet. I keep trying to ask Josh what he wants to do, and he can't nail down what he thinks would be fun. And to kind of repeat myself, at least as far as streaming during the middle of the day is concerned, he is off at work. He's not gonna be here during the middle of the day, so these middle of the day streams are just me. They have always been just me. They're always gonna be just me. I work from home, Josh does not. And Josh doesn't really have a schedule that, some days he's feeling it and some days he's not. When it comes to streaming stuff. Okay, where am I trying to get to? Down in the bottom corner, I guess. How exactly do I get to it? Oh, this is a really convoluted path. Okay. I think I figured it out. Yeah, in some of these spots you can get into the water. When they're a dungeon, oftentimes you can get into the water. And that's not necessarily true out on the world map. But yeah, these dungeons, you can kind of bob around in there. Come on. Hit these guys. Hit them! I said hit them, don't get hit! Ugh. Okay, one of them is down. My God, why won't this guy go down? Go away, go to sleep. Okay, thank you. Now can we finally hit these last two guys? We're poisoned! No! I don't know if I have an antidote either. Or if I have a spell that'll, like, because Asuna in other games would cure this, but I don't think it actually cures this in this game. Shoot! Almost have to let them die and then bring them back to life. Okay, hold on, because I don't think I have any antidotes. No, I'm out of antidotes, so... What do we have? It's pretty much just Asuna, which doesn't do it, right? Oh, it did. It did do it this time. Okay. Okay, then we're fine. We're fine. Everything's fine. I'm going down and then around this corner. Let me go around the corner! Oh boy, it's gray outside today, or less gray and more foggy. And that's kind of making me feel a little dull behind the eyes. That's right, you better run, Marlboro. Then we go up these stairs. Then we're gonna go around all of this. And then over the top of this. Up this. boy, there's too many of them. Good, good. Got rid of one of them. Good hit, but not enough. Good. Completely whiffing. Alright, now for this prolonged, extended attack on all these jellies. Okay, one of them hit. Good, good. Get out of here! That one's gone. Okay. Surely one of the four of you will hit this guy. Surely one of the four of you... Nobody hit him. We're just gonna try that again. Okay, thank you. Alright, let's get our last two. Please hit them. Somebody please kill this yellow jelly! Thank you, Jesus. Oh, I'm going back in the wrong direction, fuck. And I'm getting into a fight in exactly the same spot. Damn it. Damn my spatial awareness. Alright, gotta keep going. Since this is right next to me, fine, I'll open it. It's just a potion. Screw it, I'm gonna use it. Just a regular old potion, that's not gonna help worth beans. We gotta get down to... really the bottom of this room here. This door, let me in the door, let me in the door. Damn, I'm right in front of the door. Hate that. Hate that for me. Yeah, you better run. Alright, now where am I? I am... Okay. I'm trying to get to... I've got to go around... Right here. This is real dumb. Okay. Got him. Then up here, to the left, more up. These guys are not difficult, they're just annoying. Alright, pretty good, pretty good. Somebody please hit them! Alright, sweet. They didn't get to land a hit. Good, good, good. Gotta go up, around this corner. Brain is trying to pick this all apart. And then down here... Come on. Get out of here. Down and around this corner, and then straight all the way back up. Come on. Huh, these guys don't want to die. Go away, final flying ray. There we go. Come on, we're almost there. Phew, it let me in. Okay, sweet. Damn it. We're right in the room where we need to be. Just finish this guy off. Let's get this crystal rod and get out of here. Phew! What else is supposed to be down here? The other two things in this room are a drain scroll and an osmos scroll. Do any of my characters know either of those? Drain or osmos? Not sure. I mean, I guess I may as well take them if I have characters that don't know either. I'll take them and I'll give them to somebody. Drain. Okay, let's just use the drain one real fast. And osmos. Cool. Nice. Phew! So, I assume I can just teleport out of here. Let me take a look at what the guide says. Yeah, just teleport. Who's got teleport? Maria? Yeah. Let's go. Yes! Haha! Completed another cave. Almost no problem. Thank God. Cool. I'm gonna be right back. I just want to refill my cup with water real fast. I'm real thirsty right now. OMG BRB. Hold on. Alright, that was it. So, I think we gotta go up into this tower. Go save our buddy up in the tower. Yeah, we gotta go to the Mysidian Tower. Which is where? If I pull up the world map, let me look at the world map. If I'm here at the Cave of Mysidia, I gotta go, like... Shoot, I'm gonna have to get, like, on my boat. We're gonna have to do a bunch of boating. That's what we gotta do. We gotta boat. We gotta boat our boat. Alright, let me get out of this kind of circle of mountains we got over here. I hate these guys. I'm just not gonna mess with them. Alright, I forgot teleport comes at the cost of our health. So, that's okay, we can fix that. Alright, that's all Layla's got for MP. We'll use Guy's MP for a little bit. At this point, I might as well just go back to town, rest at the inn, and then go back to my boat. I think that's good enough for now. Bunch of bombs. I accidentally had Layla swing at a big empty space. Oh well. Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to town real fast. Run away from these guys. They're just not fun. This is a fight I think I can handle. Good. Cool. Around the mountains on the west. Mon Town is just right up here. Ugh. I hate him. Go away. Underappreciated game? I mean, I certainly think so. I don't think it's nearly as bad as people make it out to me. It's about as grind-heavy as Final Fantasy I is, honestly. The only difference is that you're, leveling stats rather than leveling levels, but the end result is kinda the same. And they actually tried to build a story, which is more than what you can say for Final Fantasy I. To that extent, I think it deserves a little bit more credit than it gets. I know, you're still on that second best of the series. Alright, I gotta get back to my boat. Which means I gotta go back all the way around these mountains. It's fine, it's not a big deal. That's right, you better run! Alright, we can handle these guys just fine, mostly. Paladin, hello? It's going pretty okay. Aside from me having to backtrack a couple of times just because I had forgotten the order of operations of some things, we're mostly on track. Mostly have been able to overpower the 2 dungeons that we've had to go into so far. About to get back on a boat and go into another one. So, I think we're doing okay. I think everything's alright. There you go. Go away. 2 more of these suckers left. Let's stop swinging at nothing. There we go, got him. Around the mountain some more. Across the desert. Hate these guys. Can't hit them. It's not worth it. It is not worth it to try and fight these guys. Yeah, I do wish Square would try turn-based again. I do. I'm not one of these people that's like, oh, Final Fantasy is dead. It's not turn-based, it's completely dead. But I am somebody who's like, man, remember turn-based? So I go, it's not like I have forgotten that other companies make turn-based games. Clearly Sega is having a very good time right now. Expedition 33 is very good. I don't want to use Expedition 33 as, like, a cudgel, some sort of a weapon like C-Square. See? I don't like people using Expedition 33 as some kind of a weapon. I don't think that's what they intended when they made that game. But, clearly the formula is not dead. And so Square has been so addicted to trying to reinvent the wheel every single time that I think that is what loses its identity. Dragon Quest is still, like, its whole identity is, this is what Dragon Quest is, you know what you're getting into when you get another Dragon Quest. That's just part of the deal, man. Okay, there's my boat. So I need to get... Where is the tower? The tower's in the middle of this kind of gulf. It's kind of a gulf. An inlet? What do you... My geography is shit. But I think they would see, I think they would see a pretty big pop in people really talking positively about Final Fantasy if they gave just one more crack at turn-based. And it doesn't have to be, you can still do innovative things with turn-based systems, I think. I think that is still possible. That is still capable of having been done. You can still do innovative things. This is fairly true turn-based, right? Final Fantasy X was also, like, they had gone with active time battle for a handful of iterations and then went back to pretty truly time-based, or turn-based in 10. I think you could make up something brand new. And the leveling system doesn't have to be straight up just gaining levels. Mind you, that's another thing they've kind of dicked around with more than once, right? Final Fantasy X famously, they're like, well, here, we could just level you up the normal way, but why don't you do it? Here's a whole bunch of spheres, just throw them into this grid, and you'll feel like you're the one doing this. Which is kind of true. There is a little bit of originality in, well, I could pick and decide to go down a different branch of this. If I unlock a node on this sphere grid, I could turn my characters into something crazy. You might not necessarily wanna. It's not always a smart idea. But they made you feel like, oh wow, I'm really doing something different. It is kind of a progression tree. Where are we? Where's Layla? We're in the Leviathan. This is where we are. I need a map of this place, though, because... Yeah, turn order because of actions taken during the battle. Yeah, I thought that was pretty good. Like, if you straight up attacked, you'd be doing attacks back and forth, but then if you decided, oh, I want to do a special ability or whatever, that might take, like, an extra turn. You might get a turn skipped, or you might get an extra turn if it's a particularly fast action, right? I did think that was very interesting. I need a Leviathan map. Oh, here we go. I found it pretty quick, actually. What are the items that are down in here? It's been, like, over 20 years since I played this, so... I don't remember what any of the stuff in here is. Did old school Shadowrun do that? I'm not super familiar with Shadowrun, but that would not surprise me. I guess I do want the treasure chests that are in here, but I don't have a lot of inventory space, so I'm gonna have to get creative. Is the floor lava? Fuck, the floor is lava. Okay. But I don't have a choice, so... How bad's my health right now? It's not that bad. Well, I'm pleased to hear you say that it's got that effect. I don't know how much anybody else would actually enjoy this. Certainly, the original Famicom version, which is what this is, although it's a fan translation patch, right? It might not be considered the ideal way to play this. I want to say the Pixel Remaster has a bunch of quality of life improvements that would probably make it a more entertaining experience. Although I myself have not played the Pixel Remaster version, so... I might get there eventually. I haven't done it yet. What Dracula? What Dracula are they selling on eBay? Do they mean Castlevania? Because I know we changed the name of... you level really fast in Pixel Remaster? Oh, I believe it. For sure. Yeah, I would say most people probably, ideally, are probably gonna have a better experience with the Pixel Remaster. Not everybody, mind you. The reason why I'm even doing the Famicom version at all is that I think there is value in taking a look at the original iterations of some of these games, right? In really visually seeing and experiencing the progress of the growth of a franchise, right? Oh, a lawn ornament for Halloween Dracula. Man, I'm surprised that you're finding stuff that's a little pricey post-Halloween. Usually stuff kind of goes down in price, right? Like, candy immediately went on sale. But then again, maybe I shouldn't be that surprised, because look at the world we live in now. The America that we live in now. Everything is expensive, right? So... maybe I should not be surprised. What was I doing? I was trying to take a look at this helmet that I just picked up. Twist. What? I'm gonna take a look at armor. Twist. Which I guess is the twist headband. It's a defense of 12. Who is that even good for? Now it does give strength plus 10. I'm assuming that is what makes it so enticing. Because, well, it's better than the mithril helmet. I don't know. Maybe I'll just do it. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Okay, that's fine. Oh, a neighbor's giving it to you for free. Well, that makes all the difference. Okay, where am I at right now? Oh, I know where I'm going. Okay. Bolt fish. No, thank you. Come on, go away. Oh, they literally ran when I said go away. Okay, that's fine. All of my characters right now hit pretty well, so, the twist, helmet, or if it's a ribbon, I don't know what it is. It would have been good on anybody, I imagine. Floor's lava. So I think once I get up to this chest, I'm probably just gonna drop that mithril helmet. It would be nice to sell it, but I've gotten quite a bit of money out of all of these battles that I've been in, so I guess I'm not gonna worry about it that much. At this point, in fact, I think many of these battles are just dumping more money at me than it would give me if I sold the mithril helmet. Yeah, we need to drop it. Right in the trash. Okay. Power armor, huh? Need to do some comparisons here. Power? I guess it's technically a sash, or in other versions of the game, it's specified that it's a sash. It's 25 defense. What are we wearing right now? Flame? Blah 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 blah. Where is Flame at in here? Flame armor is 29, so it's not better for him. Better for somebody else? She's wearing gold. Gold is only 22. So yeah, why don't we give that to her? That's fine, right? Yeah, it's even better attack, too. Yeah, that's good. I would like to have a black cat. The color of the cat won't necessarily determine its personality or anything. However, black cats kind of get a lot of shit around Halloween, and they're treated worse than other cats, so, it'd be nice to just have one. Protect one black cat on Halloween. Where am I at right now? Oh, I see where I am. Okay. There's like a whole inn in here. We're inside Leviathan's stomach. Bleh. Nothing to read inside of Leviathan's stomach. Leviathan swallowed us all! Get out of my way, sir. Carrying too much. What is in this one? A power armlet? Well, if I drop those gold pieces of armor, I guess it's okay. I have 2 of them. I don't need both of them. I might end up dropping the other one, too. What am I currently using? Giant's hands? Power? I guess it's a power armlet. Yeah, okay. It's stronger than the Giant's gloves. I'll do it. And in fact, what's Maria wearing? She's wearing Mithril. The Giants have got to be better than the Mithril, right? Yeah. We're just kind of shuffling around people's shit, so there we go. And who are you guys? How'd you know about that? What does he want? Oh, he wants the rod, right? I've been to Mysidia, or does he not want the rod? Yes, I'm a dragoon. What? They've been destroyed? That's absurd! Wyverns, why ask? Who are you? He doesn't know what the dreadnought is. Or the goddess's bell. Or what the sunfire is. Or what an airship is. Okay, he doesn't know shit about shit. Did he want the crystal rod? So you came for Ultima too? Let me join you. There's a boat up ahead, but a monster is blocking the way. There's Rickard. We got a dragoon! Yay! Our first dragoon party member of the franchise. Will we be stuck here forever? Oh, he's got the Giant's shit. That's interesting. Look at that portrait. That's cool. He's got a cool portrait. If the monster wasn't there, you could escape through Leviathan's mouth. Ugh. We were swallowed whole! Really can't just climb into a bed real fast. Alright. Whatever. Well, let me go back to looking at my map. I guess there's a couple more people I could talk to down here. Leviathan is the beast that protects the tower. It swallows anyone with a crystal rod. I brought one too! We're trapped here because of that old man's stupid crystal rod. 10 years I've been living here. Oh shit. Alright, up and away. And this is the last floor here inside Leviathan, so we need to get to... How do I get to where I'm trying to get to? I guess through this... It can't be water. There's some kind of liquid, but it can't be water. They all just ran. Ugh. I don't know, what is this? Stomach acid or some shit? I don't even know. What are the 2 treasure chests that are down here? A Terra sword is on this floor. Is the Terra sword good? I need to know. I need to know if the Terra sword is good. I don't know. I don't know. It's not popping up in this list. I guess I'll go get it and find out. But I'm like out of space. What do we drop? Let's drop, I guess, this mithril. And I'll drop this gold and this other mithril for the hell of it. Gaia. Is that... Gaia and Terra. Okay, fine. These 2 guides have different translations. Whatever. It's an attack of 52. I'm not certain if that's more than what I've currently got equipped. It's slightly better. Slightly better. Yeah. And how about for Maria? Attack of 59. That's an attack of 67. That is definitely better. How about you, guy? You're already using wing. How about Rickard? They're all using a wing sword. Okay, fine. I need to know about this other chest down at the bottom. A lot of real ugly creatures down here, for sure. Everybody go away! I want to know what's in the treasure chest! Oh my god, they killed Rickard. Get back up, man. Get up. One escape. Come on, let's get the other guy. There we go. What have we got? Another Arachalcum? I can never remember how we're pronouncing that. It is a slightly better sword, so I'll take it. Next, let's cure Rickard a bit. Poor bastard. Having a tough day down here. I did not mean to cure Guy, but fine. There we go. What magic does Rickard even have right now? Now I gotta work on a brand new guy. Nothing. This guy's got nothing. What's in the box? Diamond shield, and there's a monster in the box. Oh, these aren't so bad. That's okay. Although they did ambush me, which is not great. Like, how did he survive inside of Leviathan all this time? Like, that's a good question. That's a very good question. Let's see. Alright. So I got a good shield, right? Like... I think the diamond shield is better than the golden shield. I'm gonna just check real quick. Golden has a 4 attack. Diamond is also 4, but plus 7 evasion. In that sense, it is in fact better. So I'll do that. Anybody else who has a shield here? That's just another golden one. It's also golden. And then, what is Rickard doing? You've all got golden shields. I think I'm gonna drop this one. Because once again, we have a full inventory. We gotta get rid of something. Alright, just about time to walk up on the boss. I'll get a little closer and then heal myself up. Top off on some MP or something. Alright. Cool. Alright, 2 of them ran away. Not bad. That's it. That's our boss right there. I'll get right about here. And then, let's use a bunch of magic. Guy, heal a couple of people. And then let's get Firion to heal a couple of people. Bunch of cures. Just a whole lot of cures. Okay, he's out of MP. Let's move on to Maria. Alright, and let's use a couple ethers. This is what I've been holding on to them for this whole time. That'll do for now. I think it'll be okay leaving Maria with as much MP as she has. I think. I hope. We've got another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ethers here. I'll hold on to them. Alright, but I'm ready. Let's fight. The roundworm blocks the ship. No, sir. I don't think so. Rickard's doing some okay hits. It's not that bad for being a little weakling down here in the belly of this Leviathan. And then he died. So, you know, comes and it goes. Let's bring him back to life. We can manage that. There we go! Good job, Rickard, coming back from the dead to land the final blow. Crazy, buddy! Nice job, Rickard! There you go. Get the beefy cure. Onto the boat. And here we go. This is where I'm gonna stop. This is actually a really good place to stop. Really decent timing. We managed to fill a full 3 hours. Got to a good stopping place right at the top of the hour, which does not usually happen, but that's my preference, is that we do it right at the top of the 3 o'clock Pacific time hour. Done did it! Okay, so next time we come back, we're going into the Mysidia Tower. That'll be exciting. We just hit dungeon after dungeon after dungeon. We did 3 dungeons today. Pretty successfully, I might add. Not so bad. Yeah, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Relatively successful progress in the game today. I appreciate that you guys were there for that. We'll definitely jump right back in on Wednesday again at noon Pacific. So thank you so much. Looking forward to doing more of this with you guys a little later on this week. I bet you by next week we'll have the game done and we'll move on to, we're moving into spin-offs after this game. I'm excited. You have a great rest of your day. I'm gonna see you again on Wednesday. So bye for now.